John Couch tonight as we simulcast, as they say, on YouTube. Of course, James and Sanders Turner had game number 1 tonight on WJSN, and the Breathitt County Lady Cats defeated the Jackson City Lady Tigers 53-14. That's 2 wins for Breathitt County in the district, both over Jackson City. They've got Wolfe County coming up on Monday, a doubleheader in the All-A Classic over at Wolfe County High School. But, yeah, 6 o'clock start for the first game. Boys, girls, opening round game of the 14th Region All-A Tournament. Of course, Wolfe County the host for the semifinals and championship games. Girls semifinals are on Friday night at 6 and 8. Boys semifinals on Saturday that week, 1 and 3. Championship game for the girls is Saturday evening, I think 7, and then the boys is on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So there you go. That's all next week, but tonight it's Breathitt County Perry Central, rematch of last year's 14th Region Championship game right here at the John C. Combs Arena. And Breathitt County came out on top on that one, John, and Perry Central would love to come out on top on this one, but both teams know they're working towards that tournament at the end of the season.
Right. Yeah, they get a glimpse of what they can do against one another. You've got one new coach, several new players, and then Perry's got quite a few kids returning. But I've been excited ever since I got a chance to work with you tonight, and I think it'll be a really good game.
Yeah,
it's liable to be, right down to the last few minutes of the game determining who's going to win.
Always a good atmosphere when these two teams play. Very exciting. Nip and tuck a lot. Yes. Games are generally fairly close. Of course, last year at the Fairfield Woods Coliseum, Breathitt County had a lead late, only to see Perry Central hit a shot at the buzzer to win it.
Trayton Woods.
Yeah, Trayton Woods, who's the starting point guard tonight for Perry Central. He hit that big shot at the buzzer last year in the regular season matchup to defeat Breathitt County. And of course, Breathitt County, that was first game under the new interim coach, Kyle Moore, at that time. And then Breathitt would go on to win the regional tournament at the end of the season with a big upset win over Hazard in the semifinals of that tournament. You look at it like this. Breathitt's got Perry Central tonight, and then Wolfe County Monday, big matchup there. But lingering in that All-A tournament, could see, Wolfe County or Breathitt County taking on Hazard in the semifinals.
Yes. All
that in the same bracket. Of course, the winner of Breathitt Wolfe has to take on Jackson City as well on Wednesday night, so don't want to get ahead of ourselves. And anyway, we are just under 3 minutes away from the start of tonight's game. I'm going to send it back to the station for a 2-minute break. Back in 2 minutes. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the John C. Combs Arena as we get ready for the introductions of the starting lineups. And for the two teams tonight, looks like Perry Central without the services of Ridge Beverly. And for Breathitt County, Braxton Terry looks to be out this evening as he is in street clothes over there near the Breathitt County bench. Big loss for both teams when you're down a starter. You know, it's adjustments to be made. We'll see how each team plays it out from there. And you know, hopefully should see a good game tonight. Breathitt County be wearing their blue road uniforms, white numbers, letters, gray trim for Perry Central. White home uniforms, red numbers, letters, and black trim. Perry Central coming in with a record of 8-7. Breathitt County with a record of 6-4. As get ready for the playing of the national anthem, we will send it to a break. We will take a 2-minute break, be back in 2 minutes with the starting lineups. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
As they go through the introductions of the starting lineups, we're going to pop the graphic on the screen. For Breathitt County, at guard, number 14, Austin Sperry. At guard, number 24, Isaac Bellamy. Number 3, Jackson Hamilton, also at guard for the Bobcats. We had Braxton Terry on there. It is not Braxton Terry. Apologize about that. We'll get that to you in just a second. Aaron Stallard, number 2, and number 20, Kanan Gross. For Perry County Central, at forward, number 4, Kaiser Sloan. At guard, number 11, Trayton Woods. Forward, number 1, Carter Castle. At 13, Tyson Neese, also at guard. And at guard once again for Perry Central, number 23, Mason Sumner. Carter Castle leading Perry Central in three-point shooting, 43% on the year, John. You know, generally if somebody shoots 35% or plus, beyond the arc, they're a really good three-point shooter. Carter Castle at 43% on the season through 15 games so far for Perry Central, shooting really well beyond the arc. And then also Mason Sumner coming in 35+. He's near 38-39% on the season shooting threes. So something to watch on Perry Central. They shoot a lot of threes. Breathitt County, on the other hand, not as much beyond the arc. They like to drive, score inside the lane, get the higher percentage shots. So we'll see how that plays out. As for Breathitt County, it will be Austin Sperry. He'll jump against Carter Castle from Perry Central as we get ready for the tip of tonight's game. Breathitt County, Perry Central, big 14th region matchup here at the John C. Combs Arena as they're going to deliver the game ball Apologize, didn't get the young man's name.
The Kanan will have to go out and guard Carter Castle. He can't, stay inside the paint. And I'm sure they will run him out there on the three-point line and let him shoot a couple just to see if Kanan's going to go out there and guard him. He'll have to guard him.
So, as I said, Castle earlier, it's actually Sloan jumping for Perry Central against Austin Sperry. Ball up in the air, tip controlled by the Bobcats. Kanan Gross will turn and hand it to Isaac Bellamy. Bellamy will cross the timeline straightway. Gives right side to Hamilton on the wing. Hamilton didn't put his dribbles down. Gave it to Stallard, back to Hamilton. Now Stallard, left side, Bellamy. He'll start his step, get to the baseline, leaves to Stallard in the left corner. Spin move. And now the pass stolen away by Woods of Perry Central. Into the front court quickly. Excuse me, that was Neese that got the steal. Gave it to Woods. Back to Sloan, and he'll give it to Woods now right side, out top. It goes to Neese. Tyson Neese sets up the offense for the Commodores. Puts his dribbles down, gives to Woods left wing. Woods to Castle at the free throw line, drives in, puts it off the glass and good.
That's a nice rip through and drive to the basket. Perry Central played a 1-3-1 the last time. They're in a 2-2-1 press now.
Yeah, they like to press and really play up tempo as Breathitt County beats the press, but the pass was a little high and it goes out of bounds back to the Commodores. 2-0 Perry Central, 7:01 to play here in quarter number one.
That was the right pass. It just
sailed on him a little bit.
Sailed on him. That should have been 2 points. The left-hand side, left-handed player.
I'd say next time that pass goes out there, it will be 2 points.
Yeah.
Perry Central with the basketball. Castle just right of the key. Ball over his head. Hands it off to Neese. Neese going to be fouled by Hamilton of Breathitt County. His first, team first for either team here in the first quarter. Stops the clock. 6:48 to play in quarter number one. Still 2-0 Perry Central leading Breathitt County. Woods out top, gives it to Castle at the right elbow. Castle looking now to Neese straight way. Neese comes off the curl, gets to the right block. Shot too hard. Rebound to Bellamy. Bellamy, who saved it into Sperry.
He saw he was falling and he got rid of it right quick. That's smart.
Didn't want to turn it over. Absolutely. Gross at the free throw line. One dribble, kicks right corner to Bellamy. He'll pump fake three, slides right of the lane, pulls up 2-point jumper in and out. Rebound to Perry Central. In a hurry the other way. There's Neese. He'll drive it in. Lay it up off the glass. Doesn't go. Rebound tipped out to Stallard for the Bobcats. Stallard gives in the backcourt to Hamilton. And he'll get it in the front court to Bellamy. Right of the circles to Hamilton. Now Gross. Free throw line. He'll slide left of the lane with a one-handed floater that's good.
He's a little, got that little floater. His cousin Bryce was more of just a in-your-face drive to the basket.
As Sperry got a block on the other end. Bobcats got the rebound. Here's Bellamy. Pump fake three, gets into the lane with a shot, doesn't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Perry Central. We're tied at 2. 5:37 to play, quarter number one. Breathitt County will inbound on their own baseline just left of their own basket. Sperry to trigger the inbounds pass.
Bellamy's added that little floater and driving to the basket to his game from last year.
Pass went to Hamilton, left of the circles, right side to Bellamy. Back to Hamilton out top. Now Gross at the free throw line. Couple of dribbles, got left of the lane, and I don't know if it went off his foot or his knee, but it goes out of bounds to Perry Central.
Castle wasn't giving him any inches to go on. He's bouncing, and Castle wasn't backing up at all.
So Commodores with the basketball. Woods across the timeline, just left of the circles, pounding his dribble, working against Hamilton. Here comes a screen from Sloan. Breathitt County switches. Sperry on Woods. Now they got it to Sumner underneath Castle. Castle working against Gross. And too far under the basket that time. Missed a shot. Good defense by the Bobcats. Bellamy with the rebound for Breathitt County. Up ahead to Sperry. Sperry picks up his dribble on the left wing. Out top to Bellamy. Gives now Hamilton right side. Breathitt County moving that ball against his zone. They get it in the middle of the zone. There's Gross again with the floater. Good. Breathitt County takes their first lead of the night, 4-2. 4:43 to play, quarter number one. Perry Central with the basketball. Here's Sumner. He'll drive to the free throw line. Kicks right corner to Sloan. Back to Sumner, right of the key. Spin move in the lane. And got a tough shot to go. Contact there, no call. And we're tied at 4. Tough shot by Sumner.
And he's just a sophomore. He's a very talented young man.
Breathitt County gets it to Sperry. Up ahead, Stallard as they get it in the front court. Bellamy, right corner, three. too hard. Rebound snatched out of the air by Sloan of Perry Central. Running the other way, the Commodores. To get it to Neese. He'll leave his shot no good, and we got a foul on Breathitt County. They say shooting foul. That will be against Stallard. First team second. Go ahead.
Purry's looking to run, aren't they? As soon as they get that outlet, they're going.
Oh, yeah, that's their game. So Neese at the line for two for Perry Central. Tied at 4:12 to play, quarter number one. First free throw good.
In the past, Hoskins always liked controlling the game, just controlling the clock, but he's letting these kids go this year. And now Hollins is with Hazard as well.
Second free throw good by Neese as well. 6-4 Perry Central. Breathitt County with the basketball. Inbounds pass goes to Hamilton, working against his press. Floats it in the front court to Stallard. Splits the double team. Spin move into the lane. Got a little loose with the basketball, and steps is the call. Perry Central wanted that call just a hair sooner than they got it, but it turned over either way. 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. It's Perry Central 6, Breathitt County 4.
Breathitt still in the man-to-man.
Sloan on the right wing, working against Hamilton. Spin move in the lane. Off the glass and good. 8-4, Perry Central leads the Bobcats. As Hamilton in the backcourt hands it off to Bellamy. They'll float it up ahead to Stallard. Stallard, as I say, got held. They do call it this time. I want to say Sloan. No, they're going to give it to Neese.
I was just saying to myself, he needed to get it to Spurry on the wing. He tried dribbling between two defenders, and then I looked at Coach Honeycutt, and you could see he stomped his foot, and he was saying pass the ball, and he should have had. As soon as he got the double team, Spurry was wide open to go to the basket.
Media timeout on the floor. We're going to take a 90-second break. Back in 90 seconds. This is WJSN Sport.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And before we got back, Breathitt County was able to get a bucket from Jackson Hamilton. It's 8-6, Perry Central the lead, and now Bobcats knocked the ball out of bounds, and it'll stay with Perry Central with 3:10 to play, quarter number one. Commodores lead by 2. They've got the basketball as well as Neese inbounds to Sloan, and good defense by Gross, contested the shot. Sloan couldn't get it to go. Breathitt County, the rebound going the other way. There's Sperry in the lane. Pump fakes, fade away, jumper, good.
His hang time allows him to do stuff like that. He can elevate.
Perry Central with the basketball. We are now tied at 8 with 2:48 to play. Quarter number one. Woods on the right wing, trying to get it to Castle on the baseline. Right side, does so. He's working against Sperry. Hands it off to Sloan. Sloan angles into the right corner to Woods out top. Now Sumner left of the circles. Sloan on the right wing. Castle.
Good defense so far.
Yeah, it was. And misses the shot. Sperry made him work for it. And Sperry comes around with the rebound off the miss. Sperry into the left corner to Hamilton. Now Gross. Left of the lane. Another one of those baby hooks. Good.
They're looking for Gross a lot. He's got probably, 4 inside passes, looking inside out.
10-8. Breathitt County on a 6-0 run to take a 2-point lead. Here's a steal by Sperry going the other way, and he'll lay it in. We got a whistle, timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in it.
Breathitt County leads Perry Central 12-8, 1:58 to play in quarter number 1. Breathitt County on an 8-0 run to take a 4-point lead over the Commodores. And that's been really in about the last minute and a half for Breathitt County as Perry Central with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Neese into the front court, left side, looking to drive against Gross. And he'll get the shot to go, and a foul against Kanan Gross of the Bobcats. It'll be his first, team third. And Neese will be at the line for an and-one opportunity.
They must have caught it before the shot.
Oh, wow, excuse me, I'm sorry.
That little change of pace made Kanan stand just for a second. He just blew by him. In comes Landon Miller for Perry Central, number 12.
Still 12-8, Breathitt County. As Sumner was the one that went out for the Commodores. Perry Central with the basketball. That's Miller, right wing. Trying to get it to Castle. Good denial defense there by Breathitt County. Neese with it, gives it left side to Woods. Underneath Sloan. He'll pump fake. Got Sperry in the air. He'll make the reverse layup. And Sperry called for his first, team fourth against the Bobcats. And that will put Sloan at the line for an and-one opportunity for Perry Central.
He's protecting that ball with that goal to do that reverse to keep Sperry from blocking that. That's a smart move.
So Sloan spins it. He'll put his free throw in the air, and no good. Breathitt County with the rebound. Sperry, long pass in the front court to Bellamy. Bellamy drives into the lane, kicks to Gross. Now Hamilton left wing, 3-ball in the air. Too hard, and the rebound to Woods for Perry Central. 12-10, Breathitt County with the lead. Here's Woods, though, driving the lane. Could not get the layup to go. Hamilton pulls it away for Breathitt County. Up ahead to Sperry. Running the fast break, but Perry Central recovers defensively. Sperry will spin move, drive baseline, and put it in.
A little change of pace, and looked like he was going to pull it out and turned it around and take it right back to the basket. That was a really smart move.
14-10, Breathitt County's lead is back to 4. Neese into the front court for the Commodores. Gives left side to Miller on the wing. He'll angle to his right with his dribble. Now to Sloan to the free throw line. Now Woods with it on the right wing. He'll give to Sloan left of the key. 3-ball in the air, good.
I like the Sloan-Sperry matchup. Them two really good athletes, good, strong kids.
Stallard in the backcourt gives it up ahead to Hamilton. Now to Gross. Gross wanted to get it to Sperry, cutting baseline. Gives the Bellamy out top. Couldn't get the shot to go. Tipped by Sperry, no good. Perry Central with a rebound, running the other way. Miller into the lane. Bumped Stallard. No call either way. Good no call.
He was too far underneath the basket, though. You've got to come out to the end of that volleyball line. If you're inside that volleyball line, a kid can pull up and shoot a little floater from there. He should have never been that low.
Perry took a 1-point lead, 15-14. Under 10 to play here in the first quarter. Sperry right of the circles, holding the basketball. Angles to his right. Gives to Hamilton. Right side 3. Good at the buzzer.
That was an awesome shot.
Breathitt County leads at 17-15 after 1. We will take a 1-minute break. Be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
We go to quarter number 2. It is Breathitt County 17, Perry Central 15. After the 3 at the buzzer by Hamilton a moment ago, giving the Bobcats the lead at the end of the first quarter. So quarter number 2 underway now. Perry Central with it as Neese between the circles. Gives right side to Sloan, right corner Miller. Out top it goes to Castle. He'll drive free throw line, pulls up for the jumper, left it short. Miller pulled the rebound away, but Breathitt County able to get their hands on it. Perry Central, though, keeps it, gets it to Sloan, who lays it in underneath.
No, Lord, no.
Tied at 17. Hamilton the other way. Honda fast break, puts it in. Count it, and a foul against the Commodores.
He's impressed me all year long. He didn't get to play a whole lot last year, but now he's been solid for Breathitt all year. That
foul went against Castle, his first, team first of quarter number 2, as Hamilton with the free throw knocks it down, gives Breathitt County a 20-17 lead here in the second quarter. They've not reset the fouls on the scoreboard, John, to start the quarter. As Sperry almost came away with the steal. Sloan gets it, angles to the left wing, pulls up on the 3. It's short. Bellamy with the rebound. Long pass up ahead to Gross. Gross will slow it down, hands it to Stallard, left of the key. Puts his dribble down now to Bellamy. He'll drive in the lane, puts it off the glass, and good.
Got his body contorted, but he still was able to pull that shot off. That was nice.
Perry Central with the basketball. Breathitt County leads it by 5. Commodores are going to turn it over. It went into the backcourt. Breathitt County did not touch it before it did so.
I say that's killing Braxton Turr to be sitting on that bench. He's just a go-getter, a fighter. But hopefully he'll be able to play Monday in the Class A against Wolf County.
Yeah, that'd be all right. So Breathitt County with the basketball and a 5-point lead. Hamilton on the wing, right side. Gives out top to Stallard, back to Hamilton. 3 ball, up and good.
We just talked about that during the break, that if he hits 1, he'll hit 2 or 3 just right after that, and that's the second one right there.
8-point lead for the Bobcats. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. Back in 30 seconds. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only...
Welcome back, John C. Combs Arena. Breathitt County has extended their lead to 8, 25-17, 6:37 to play in the first half as the Commodores have the basketball. They got it to Sumner, left wing. He'll drive in the lane. Tough shot up, doesn't go. Rebound to Sperry for Breathitt County. Races into the front court, drives the lane, puts it up and in.
You can see that coming. The 2 back defenders sort of split. You know he's going right down the lane on that one.
10-point lead for the Bobcats, 27-17. Woods into the front court for Perry Central. Gives it to Miller, right of the circles, right corner, Sloan. Now Castle, right of the key, hands it off to Woods. Woods drives to the free throw line, pulls up, jumper good. He can knock that down all night long.
Day long. Yeah, that's still in that 2-2-1 press. Breathitt uses 4 guard. They shouldn't have any trouble with the press.
Float in the front court to Bellamy, left of the circles, drives into the lane, kicks right side Hamilton. There's another 3. No. Gross tips the rebound out, runs it down, gives to Stallard. Stallard drives to the top of the key, hands it back off to Gross, gives left side Bellamy. Trying to get it to Stallard in the lane. Stallard wasn't looking for it.
No.
And Perry Central with the steal the other way. Sloan into the front court. Castle at the right elbow. He'll back it out, hand it off to Miller. Miller angles off to his right, drives in the lane, off the glass. Scoop shot doesn't go. Rebound to Sperry for Breathitt County. Quickly into the front court, right side. Cross court pass Bellamy, left corner. He'll juke, drive to Sperry, right
Kick
side
out.
three, good.
Yes. That was just some really nice ball movement. And when you kick it back to the other side of the floor that it just came from and then back again, defense usually don't adjust to that very well.
And on the other end of the floor, we've got a foul against the Bobcats. That's Kanan Gross. I've got that as his second. Team first of quarter number 2. Stops the clock at 4:59 here in the second quarter. Breathitt County leads Perry Central 30-19 as Woods at the line for 2, and he rattles out the first one, no good.
I thought the coach, when they called the timeout there, that they would he would change maybe to a 2-3 for a second, but you don't want to let Woods and Sumner get going on them threes, or Kaiser, either one for that matter.
Woods will knock down the second free throw. It's Breathitt County 30, Perry Central 20. 4:56 to play here in the second. Gross in the front court, gives to Hamilton. He'll drive into the lane. Stallard right corner. Sperry, now Bellamy. He'll drive into the lane, lay it up, rolls off on the other side, no good. And Perry Central comes away with it. Sumner gives in the front court to Sloan. Sloan drives in the lane.
Gotta be.
Charging it is.
Poor little Stallard, he probably don't weigh 150 pounds. It didn't take much from when Kaiser went through that to knock him down.
As Sloan will go out, and East will check back in for Perry Central. Breathitt County leads it by 10, 30-20. As Breathitt County working against his press from the Commodores. Bellamy with it now, crosses the timeline, drives all the way under, lays it up and in. 12-point advantage for Breathitt County, the largest lead of the night, 32-20. And on the other end, I think Gross got away with the foul as Neese will drive baseline and put it in for the Commodores. 32-22. Breathitt County's lead is 10 as Hamilton in the front court for the Bobcats. Gets left corner to Gross. Gross out top to Sperry. Ball over his head, looking.
Perry's in it looks like a 1-3-1 now.
Here comes the screen from Gross. Sperry into the lane. He got bumped. They're going to call the foul. Perry Central wanted to walk, and Castle going to get called for his, I believe it was Castle, called for his second foul. It was. And third foul on Perry Central here in the second. They say shooting foul. Sperry at the line for 2 for Breathitt County. First free throw good. Sloan in for Castle for Perry Central. Sperry with one more free throw, already in double digits scoring. He's got 10. Hamilton with 11 so far for Breathitt County as Sperry's second free throw on its way. Good again. Breathitt County matching their largest lead of the night at 12. Breathitt County 34, Perry Central 22. 3:47 to play quarter number 2 as Miller with it for the Commodores, right of the circles. Gives to Sloan on the wing right side. He'll back out using his dribbles, working against Gross, drives into the lane, puts it up, in, and a foul against Gross. That'll be his third.
Yeah, Gross and Sloan's not a good matchup. It's better when Spurry guards him, and I know that don't always happen, but.
As Breathitt County gets ready to sub out, looks like it's going to be Honeycutt coming in for Breathitt County.
I was just going to say that Breathitt is stuck with their same 5 so far this game.
Well, with Terry being out, which Terry would be a good matchup for the Bobcats against Sloan.
Yeah.
A little bigger body, still able to move quickly and all that. But he's out tonight. So Sloan, free throw, good for Perry Central. And it's 34-25. Breathitt County's lead is 9. Timeout on the floor, full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
34-25, Breathitt County's lead is 9. They've led by as many as 12, but a three-point play just a little bit ago by Kaiser Sloan brought it back down to single digits. Hey, and we had a surprise score coming out of Leslie County at the end of the first. Leslie County had a lead over Hazard, but at the half, it's Hazard 16 and Leslie County 15. Thank you, Brandon Griffith, for updating scores for us. If you're watching YouTube, they're on the bottom of the screen as Breathitt County beats the press with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Bellamy left of the key. Into the left corner goes to Sperry. He'll pump fake a three. Keeps the ball over his head. Cross-court pass to Stallard in the right corner. Stallard, spin move. Nothing there. Now gives to Hamilton. Deep wing left side. Dangerous pass. They get it to Honeycutt now in the lane. He'll put it up and in.
Them bigs have got that little floater down, don't they? Just doing it with the right hand this time instead of Gross's left hand.
And underneath we have a foul on Honeycutt of Breathitt County. That'll be his first and team third. So 3 team fouls each way with 2:56 to play here in the second quarter. It's Breathitt County 36, Perry Central 25.
That probably wasn't a bad foul because he had the jump on him. He was going to score or at least go. Uh-oh.
Breathitt County with the steal. That was a weak side steal from Stallard. He's running the fast break the other way. Shot doesn't go, and rebound tipped around. Sloan comes away with it for the Commodores. He's in a hurry to the free throw line, pulls up, jumper short. Bellamy with it for the Bobcats. Contact in the backcourt, no call. Probably a good no call as Bellamy drives, gives left wing to Sperry.
They've got three right
Hamilton. Hamilton trying to drive, had it smacked away, but picks it back up on the steal. Here's Sperry. Euro step in the lane, reverse layup, good. 38-25. Breathitt County's lead is now 13 with 2:14 to play here in the first half. Woods right of the key, pounding his dribble, trying to work against Hamilton, but Hamilton cuts him off, doesn't allow him to drive. So Woods backs out, gives to Neese, out near the timeline straight way. He'll work against Bellamy, gives to Woods on the right wing. Now to Sloan, still right of the key. One dribble, hands it off to Neese. Neese now picks up his dribble, gives it back to Sloan. Perry Central a little stagnant on this possession here. Wow. Not real good spacing yet either.
As Woods doing a good job. I mean, they've got you
defensively, absolutely.
Yeah.
Woods angles right, gives to Sloan on the. He'll drive baseline right side, pulls up, shot. Looked like initially altered, but Sloan able to put it in, and it's 38-27. Breathitt County. Sperry drives the other way, kicks in the right corner to Honeycutt. Stallard out top Hamilton, left side Bellamy, 3 ball up, in and out, and Sloan will gather it for the Commodores. He'll push into the front court, does so straightway to Woods right side. Step back 3, top of the key, good.
Don't want to let him get going because he can fill it up.
He will shoot. He can shoot Perry Central back into a game very quickly.
Yes.
It's 38-30 now, Breathitt County, and the Bobcats will turn it over. 56.2 to play here in the first half, 38-30 Breathitt County.
To me, you can't be casual on a press offense. You've got to be assertive.
So out top, Woods between the circles, gives right side to Sloan. Now straightway Miller. Hands it off to Woods on a dribble handoff. Woods stops, pulls up for the 3. It'll bounce around, come off. Rebound tipped to Hamilton for Breathitt County.
36 seconds.
He'll slow it down. Across the timeline, left of the circles, puts it behind his back. Now gives to Bellamy right of the key. Back to Hamilton, left side. Will Breathitt County hold for one? We'll see. Bellamy working against Miller. Back to Hamilton. Now Sperry. Sperry will back it out to the left corner in front of the scorers table. As Woods will come out on him just to start the 5-second count. Sperry puts his dribble down. Now gives right side to Hamilton. Drives to the elbow. Gives it back to Sperry. 7, 6, 5, 4. Sperry looking to do something. He kicks left side. Honeycutt 3. Doesn't go. And at the half, Breathitt County leads it 38-30. Let's take a 2-minute break. Come back in 2 minutes with some halftime stats. Back in 2. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
We are at the half where the Breathitt County Bobcats lead the Perry Central Commodores 38-30. And while we've got this here, let's go ahead and throw in some replays from the first half as we give some stats. Quarter by quarter scoring went this way for Perry Central, 15 in the first as well as 15 in the second, giving them their 30. Breathitt County 17 in the first, 21 in quarter number 2. That's their 38. Individual scoring, Perry Central led in the first half by Kaiser Sloan with 14 points. Trayton Woods had 6, Landon Miller 2, Tyson Neese 4, Carter Castle 2, and Mason Sumner with 2. That was all for Perry Central. Breathitt County led in the first half by Austin Sperry with 13. Jackson Hamilton had 11, Isaac Bellamy, Kanan Gross both with 6. And looks like that was all. Oh, Joseph Honeycutt had 2 for the Bobcats. Some team stats real quick. Perry Central knocked down 2 3-point baskets in the first half. They went 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 67% as a team shooting free throws for Perry Central. I know they only missed 2. Percentage-wise, you want that at 70 if you can get it, but 4 out of 6, that's pretty good. Breathitt County 3 3-point baskets in the first half, but they went a little better from the free throw line than Perry Central did. Didn't get there as much, but they went 3 for 3 from the charity stripe.
They needed that. 2 times, but Breathitt was up by 12 and then up by 11, and then Perry ends up scoring 3 and drops them back down to 9 and 8. But those free throws is going to make a big difference, I think, here near the end.
And you see some of the highlights going on from the first half, as that was the 3 that Hamilton knocked down right at the buzzer, and it keeps going into the second quarter. But again, Breathitt County with a 38-30 lead at the half. Of course, Perry Central, this is their 3rd game this week. They lost to Hazard on Tuesday night. Hazard won by 16 that night, and then on Wednesday turned around and was able to get the win over Paintsville. Breathitt County, this is their first game since the Christmas break. You know, they played 2 games in Prestonsburg, lost both of those, went 1-1 over in Owensboro against the win came against Muhlenberg County, and then they lost to McLean County. But Breathitt County looking to kind of pick up where they had left off before the break. You know, they had played very well, got off to a 4-0 start on the season, then ran into a buzzsaw against Clark County, or GRC. But Breathitt County's played well so far to this point in the season. Did get a district win over the Wolf County Wolves just before the break and got them lingering on Tuesday night as Breathitt County here leading Perry Central 38-30. You got to get through this one before you focus on Monday. But I know that's one of the things with Terry. He kind of wanted to make sure he was healthy enough for that Monday game. He probably could have played tonight but didn't want to push it and then miss the All-A Classic. There's a potential big-time matchup in that semifinal. Hazard will be probably right there. I think they take on Jenkins in their first game in the All-A tournament. But, don't want to look ahead. But a big game Monday for Breathitt County. Doubleheader, Breathitt County, Wolf County, boys and girls, 6 and 7:30 or 6, and then whenever the first game's over, 20 minutes shortly after that. As All-A, entire 14th Region All-A tournament next week. But with this one, Breathitt County leading Perry Central 38-30 here at the John C. Combs Arena. Breathitt County hoping to finish this one out and get a big win before heading into that tournament.
Yeah, that'd be a nice boost. And they definitely want to be able to win Monday because they'll sit out a whole week. So they've set out a week to play this game, and then you set out a whole another week, and that's just not good. You need to play. But you talk about them, starting out like 4-0, and for them to have a new coach and then, a lot of new kids starting and coming off the bench, they've actually done really well.
They have. As we get ready for the second half, we're about 3.5 away from the start of quarter number 3. We're going to send it back to the station for a 3-minute break. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the third quarter. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Breathitt County leads Perry Central 38-30 at the half as we get ready to start quarter number 3. And, John, right before we came back, we were discussing Kentucky, Florida tomorrow as the Wildcats kick off SEC play. tomorrow afternoon. I believe it's an early start, if I'm not mistaken, against the Florida Gators. And Florida with an orange out night. You know, as Calipari says, it's always some T-shirt night when Kentucky comes to town. So,
We're their Super Bowl, he says.
As they recognize Kaiser Sloan for points scored. Trying to see if I could see how many points. I assume 1,000 or 2,000 or something to that effect. I don't know. But anyway, Breathitt County with the lead at the half, as it looks like Bobcats will go back to their starters. Honeycutt goes out, Gross in. Gross with the 3 fouls in the first half. And would assume starters for Perry Central, but we'll see. Bobcats, John, as far as it went, Breathitt County, I'm not going to say dominated, but Breathitt County played very well in that first half to get that 8-point lead at the break.
Yeah, they didn't miss a whole lot of shots. There's one of Spurry's rolled out and one of Bellamy's rolled out, but I'm telling you, they didn't miss a whole lot of shots. They played very well.
As Perry does go back to the starters. That's Castle, Sloan, Woods, Neese, Sumner. Breathitt County with the basketball to start the third quarter. As Sperry got it to Stallard. Now Hamilton back to Sperry underneath to Gross. Reverse layup, good.
Gross is very good at he can use either hand. He usually sticks with his left, but he can use either hand.
Breathitt County stretches that lead back out to 10 as the Commodores in the front court. They gave it to Sloan in the right corner, angles to his left. Gives to Sumner, left wing. He'll drive to the baseline, steps on the baseline, and turns it back over to Breathitt County.
I was going to say, he's getting close to the bleachers. He had to have stepped on that line, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah. Hamilton inbounding for the Bobcats. Gets it to Bellamy in the backcourt. Bellamy, little stutter step. Now a juke and gets fouled as he crosses the timeline. The foul against Perry Central. Looks like Sumner called for the foul. That is his first, team first of the third quarter.
Bellamy's pass, he's always relied on his old cousin Luke to handle the ball, but he handles the ball very well.
He does, absolutely. As Bellamy with it on the right wing, now right corner Stallard. Ball over his head, looking for somebody to give it to. To Bellamy, right of the circles. Now Hamilton, left of the key, 3. No, too hard. Rebound loose.
Off.
Who touched it last? They say Stallard touched it last. Give it back to Perry Central.
Castle pushed Stallard a little bit there, but who am I to say?
Well, your shirt's almost striped. It's more of a plaid, though, but, you know.
Yeah.
6, go ahead.
Well, for Castle, he's just a bigger boy. Don't take much of a nut to get Stallard a little bit off balance.
There's a steal by Sperry from behind. He'll go the other way with the flush. 42-30, Breathitt County. Sloan got it quickly in the front court. Right corner shot blocked by Sperry. Gross knocked it away. Hamilton had it. Castle steals it. He'll lay it up and in. 42-32, Breathitt County, a long pass in the front court. Gross with a reverse layup that's good.
Touchdown pass.
44-32. These two teams really like to run up and down the floor.
Gross has really got after it tonight. I mean, he is more so than any game I've watched him play this year.
Here's Neese with a pull-up jumper, no good from the free throw line. Rebound to the Bobcats. Hamilton in the front court quickly. Gives right side to Bellamy on the wing. Right corner Stallard back to Bellamy underneath Hamilton, but pass was a little hot. Sloan had it. Stallard stole it. Missed the layup, and Castle comes away with it for Perry Central.
I wish he'd have pocket passed that to Jackson. Jackson was wide open. Woods
missed a 3 out of the left corner for the Commodores. Gross with the rebound to Stallard, running the fast break, puts it up and in.
Yes. Took a little contact, absorbed it, and finished the shot off. That was nice.
46-32, 14-point lead for Breathitt County. 5.5 to play here in the third as Woods gives it to Sloan. Baseline jumper, left side, doesn't go. Sumner with the rebound. He'll put it up, doesn't go, but a foul, I believe, against Sperry of Breathitt County. It's the second on Sperry. First team foul on the Bobcats here in the third. Stops the clock at 5:24 to play, quarter number 3. Breathitt County leads it 46-32. As Sumner knocks down the first of 2 free throws, make it 46-33, Breathitt County.
Hoskins runs a lot of movement. None of his kids are standing. They're all the time moving on that offense. And If you don't move defensively, somebody's going to be wide open.
Second free throw no good by Sumner. Breathitt County got the rebound. Stallard in the backcourt. Crosses the timeline. Might have got away with steps. Gives to Sperry between the circles. Underneath the Gross. One dribble. Puts it up and muscles it in.
Right-handed for a lefty. He looked at his right hand. They got to get on back. They can't play around.
As Perry Central got it to Sumner, he missed the layup. Breathitt County with the rebound. Sperry in the front court to Hamilton. Hamilton drives into the free throw lane.
Nice no
to
look.
Gross. Reverse layup, good. And Breathitt County leads it 50-33. 4:49 to play in the third. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in one. This is WJSN Sports.
Gross is.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
(50-33), Breathitt County leads Perry Central. 4:49 to play in quarter number 3. Bobcats looking to pick up win number 7 on the season and looking to do it against a big 14th region foe. As Commodores with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Neese has it. Got it to Sloan, left wing, left corner now to Castle. Driving against Gross on the baseline. He'll put it up and in. Gross did not want to pick up foul number 4. He's already got 3. Make it 50-35. Breathitt County's lead is 15. Hamilton in the backcourt with the basketball. Across the timeline, left of the circles, into the lane to Bellamy. He'll put and fake her out of the key, and they say steps against the Bobcats.
2 dribbles by that time, though. He took his left foot back, but his right foot never moved. I didn't get to see if he moved first with his right foot. I thought it was his left again.
Sometimes it's just the referees get in the groove of this is how you make the call on that move, regardless if that's what happens or not. And it's human nature.
It's hard to see, yeah.
It is.
You just watching the feet and everything, trying to see if there's a foul.
Sloan to the free throw line, pulls up, jumper, no good. Rebound to Stallard for Breathitt County.
He's been quiet for a little bit as a Kaiser. He's just not.
Hamilton with it now for the Bobcats into the front court right side. Try to get it to Sperry, free throw line, knocked away from behind by Perry Central. Neese comes up with it the other way. Layup was blocked by Sperry, but they're going to say goaltending. And I agree with that. I thought it was.
Nice to see a kid be able to get up the 14th region above that to get a goaltending, though.
Yeah. Inbounds pass went to Bellamy to Hamilton. Back to Bellamy. Into the front court, Stallard, right side. To cutting Sperry down the lane. Lays it up and in.
Man, he can just squeeze between people. It's just wild how he can.
Castle the other way for Perry Central. Spin move in the lane.
Nice.
He'll put it in.
For a big boy, that was a nice spin move. He and Gross is actually.
52-39 the score. 13-point lead for Breathitt County as the Bobcats get in the front court. Bellamy drives to Gross, left of the lane. Into the right corner it goes to Stallard. Out top, Sperry. Underneath
nice
Gross. Puts it up and in. I don't know how he got that off the glass to go.
He's left-handed,
but he
was
did.
Underneath the basket, and it still went in.
54-39. And charging call on the other end of the floor against Castle. That'll be his third.
Well, it took a lot for Gross to step out there because that could have been his 4th.
Absolutely.
He come up smiling, though. I guess he knew what it was.
Timeout on the floor. Let's take the timeout with them. Full timeout. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
54-39, Breathitt County, 2:54 to play here in the third quarter. As we come out of the timeout, we've got a sub in for Breathitt County, as that's Peyton Collins, who came in for Stallard. Perry Central also with a sub, as in for them is Tyler Smith. And Perry Central with the basketball. They got the steal. Give it to Neese. Neese now to Woods. Baseline jumper, left side, good.
Pop. They need to protect the ball.
Sperry quickly in the front court for Breathitt County. He'll put it off the glass and good.
Elevation.
As Commodores quickly get in the front court. They give it right side to Sloan. Breathitt County tries to reach in and tie it up. Able to get it to Neese. Sumner. Now Woods, left wing, angles to his right, got a screen from Sumner. Now gives it to Sumner in the lane, missed the layup. Rebound saved by Bellamy, but out top, Sloan picks it up to Sumner in the lane, he'll put it in.
If you're going to throw it in underneath their basket, you've got to throw it way high and long. That way it goes on your end of the floor.
We've got a whistle on the other end as Sumner will pick up his second foul, third team. And with 2:03 to play in quarter number 3, Breathitt County leading Perry Central 56-43. Media timeout this time on the floor. We'll take it with them. We will be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Breathitt County leading Perry Central 56-43. 2 minutes to play here in the third as Bobcats with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Bellamy gives it to Collins, left wing. To Bellamy, back to Collins. He'll pick up his dribble. Now to Gross in the left corner. One dribble to Sperry at the free throw line. Here comes the double team. Hamilton right of the key. 3, good.
They needed that.
59-43 Breathitt County. As the Commodores quickly got in the front court. They work it to Sloan, left of the key, to Smith, left corner. He's looking to drive in the lane, blocked by Gross. Rebound to Bellamy for Breathitt County. The other way, Bellamy drives in the lane, puts it up.
Lord.
Missed the layup, but a foul against the Commodores.
I thought that was going to go in against 3 defenders.
And I think it went against 12. Miller of Perry Central.
He's just a freshman, so Hoskins has got a lot of faith in him because he's played a lot of minutes tonight.
Bellamy at the free throw line, knocks down his first free throw, extends the lead to 17 for Breathitt County. Bellamy with one more free throw.
He's got Kanan all the way back. I wonder if he's going to set up in a little bit of a press to make them use a little bit of clock. No.
Up and in, 61-43 Breathitt County. as Perry Central with the basketball. Neese into the front court. Gives to Smith, left of the key. Hands it to Woods. Out top. Woods looking to drive. Gets to the right block.
Nice
off
drive.
the glass and good. 61-45 Breathitt County. 1:08 to play in the third quarter. Bellamy beats the press. Euro step to Collins underneath. His pass is tipped by Perry Central, and it touches the baseline. It goes back to Breathitt County. Bobcats will inbound on their own baseline, left of the basket. It'll be Bellamy with the inbounds pass. Gets in the right corner to Collins and work it out top to Sperry. Cross court to Bellamy, left corner. Looking to drive into the lane. Got a screen from Gross. Missed a shot though. And Perry Central with the rebound. Neese in the front court gives right side to Sloan. Misses the three. Collins with the rebound for Breathitt County. 42 seconds and counting here in the third. In the front court, Sperry, right corner. Drives baseline into the lane. Gives to Bellamy, left corner. He wanted to shoot it, bobbled it, picks it up. Now to Sperry, left of the circles. Sperry, ball over his head, puts his dribble down as Woods came out on him, gives to Collins right side. Collins picks up his dribble, got to get it to somebody.
You don't want to take that dribble.
Yeah, gives it to Hamilton, right of the circles. 15 seconds and counting here. Quarter number 3, Breathitt County leading Perry Central, 61-45. Sperry out top.
He's attacking
8 seconds. 7, puts it between his legs, looking to drive. Crossover dribble, going to have to pull up. Long two, toe on the line, no good at the buzzer. As Breathitt County will lead 61-45 after 3. We take a 1-minute break and come back for the fourth and final. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
We go to the fourth and final quarter. Breathitt County leads Perry Central 61-45 as the Bobcats outscored the Commodores 23-15 in the third. As Perry Central with the basketball to start the fourth and final. Inbounds pass went to Woods, gives to Castle, left wing back to Woods. Puts it between his legs, drives into the lane, pulls up, jumper good. Nothing but net on that, and it was a tough shot. Turnover, Breathitt County, as Sloan comes away with the steal. Up ahead to Woods, left corner, Miller, 3, no. Rebound loose, and Hamilton pulls it away from Breathitt County. Bobcats lead at 61-47, 7.5 to play. We got a foul on Sloan. Sloan got up in the air on that one as Hamilton had a good ball fake, and that's the Sloan's second personal foul. First foul on the Commodores in quarter number 4. Stops the clock, 7:29 to play, and it's 61-47 Breathitt County.
He had to leave the floor because you couldn't let Jackson hit another 3.
Oh, absolutely. Bellamy bobbled the pass. Perry Central wanted steps, no call.
Step.
There's a Euro step in the lane by Hamilton. He'll put it in. 63-47 Breathitt County. Other end of the floor, layup missed by Backen of Perry Central. Rebound to the Bobcats. Hamilton loses it in the front court, though, and then is called for the personal foul. That is his second, team first here in the fourth.
There's still a lot of time left. You got to control that ball and cut, not have these turnovers, especially right out in the front there. They just a couple steps and they're shooting the ball.
Perry Central with the basketball. Breathitt County the lead, 63-47 as the clock ticks under 7 to play. Woods out top, working against Hamilton of Breathitt County. Gives it to Castle on the wing, right side, out top Sloan. One dribble, hands it to Woods. He wanted to shoot it. Breathitt County closed out. Woods will drive to the right block, puts it up, doesn't go. Tipped by Sloan, no good. Gets his own rebound. Missed it again, and Gross comes away with it.
There you go.
Gives it
Control
to
the ball.
Sperry up at midcourt. Sperry will cross the timeline at 6:31 to play. Bobcats are going to add to a 16-point lead here as pass goes right corner to Collins, to Sperry right of the circles. Ball over his head. Now Bellamy left side. Hamilton left corner, Collins. Breathitt County running some clock here with this offense. Sperry to Hamilton right wing. Now Collins right corner. Collins running the baseline from corner to corner as Gross ball fakes, got it at the elbow, missed the layup, and Sloan pulls it down for Perry Central quickly the other way. Sloan will drive underneath, puts it up, rolls out. Gross clears it for Breathitt County. Bobcats, a little bit of a break there.
Yes.
Here's Collins, left corner three. No. Rebound to Woods for Perry Central. Clock ticking, 5:45 to play. Woods on the other end. His three doesn't go. Rebound tipped up, and Breathitt County will pull it down. Bellamy with it for the Bobcats as he gives to Sperry in the backcourt. Sperry pounding his dribble left. It's going to be right of the circles. Thank you, Brandon Griffith, updating the scores for us on the bottom of the screen. Looks like Estill County, Lee County final. Estill 76, Lee 61 in boys action. Gross inside the lane. One-handed shot doesn't go. Collins able to throw it off of Sloan, and ball goes out of bounds to Breathitt County.
Honeycutt's running four corners, and the big guy in the middle, four out, one in, trying to keep good space, and they can't get trapped that way. It's always just one-on-one. It gives you plenty of room to straight lines to the basket.
Sperry trying to inbound for Breathitt County. Gets it to Gross in the lane, puts it in.
That was a little delayed reaction, giving Gross a time to seal. When he did, he just handed him the ball.
Gross has 18 for Breathitt County. As Stowler getting ready to check in for the Bobcats on the other end of the floor. That's Woods knocking down a three for the Commodores. 65-50, Breathitt County. Bellamy got the pass, drives through the press, takes a little contact in the lane, puts it up and in.
He was bound determined in taking that all the way to the basket and score.
67-50, Breathitt County, as Woods on the other end of the floor has it tapped away from behind by Hamilton, but it'll go out of bounds back to Perry Central. Breathitt County brings Stallard back in the lineup. Collins goes out.
He gave him some good minutes being a freshman. He went in there and played. Didn't hurt him any.
For Perry Central, Kaiser Sloan out and Tyson Neese back in for the Commodores. Inbounds, I said Neese, Neese with the basketball. Got it to Woods in the front court. Top of the key, now Castle in the lane. Shot good, and a foul against Breathitt County. Who was that called on? Is that Hamilton?
Yes.
That's his third.
I thought he was set, but it.
Castle's in double digit scoring for Perry Central now. He's got 10. It's 67-52, Breathitt County. Castle at the line for an and one free throw as they drive the moisture on the floor. 4:28 to play. Breathitt County leading by 15 at the moment.
Still 4:28 left.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Perry Central at home. I don't care how much time's left. You got to keep being aggressive.
And they're scoring with the clock stop. I mean, the clock's not running. He's probably going to sink both of these. Or
he gets one. He made the basket originally. So free throw's good. 67-53. Breathitt County's lead is 14. They beat the press to the Bobcats. Got it to Stallard. To a cutting Sperry. He'll scoop it up and in. Actually up and under move. And it's Breathitt County 69. Perry Central 53.
Nice
but Castle the other way puts
I thought
it
he
in.
Walked. But
they don't call that much anymore.
No, a little sidestep, but no, they don't.
Stallard got the inbounds pass, gives in the backcourt to Hamilton for Breathitt County. 69-55. Bobcats lead is 14. And there's the foul call that Coach Couch was looking for to my right here. It's second foul on Miller.
I was trying my best to make that call from up here.
Second team foul on Perry Central. 2 team fouls each way here in the fourth. Breathitt County leads 69-55 over Perry Central. Breathitt County with the basketball as well, as Hamilton with it between the circles, gives to Stallard right side. Looking to drive, gets to the right wing, back to Hamilton. Out top, it goes to Sperry.
Every second you've got the ball, they can't
at the
score.
free throw line, left corner, Bellamy, three, too hard.
Tough.
And Castle got the rebound for Perry Central quickly. Up ahead to Miller, running the fast break, pulls up just inside the free throw line, good.
They could have got that three anytime. They get running that clock off.
69-57 with 3:23 remaining. Breathitt County leads, and there's the Sperry gets fouled from behind by backing of Perry Central. That's his first, team third. So Breathitt County will inbound Should be on the near sideline, but there's a full timeout, media timeout on the floor. We will take it with them. Breathitt County leads 69-57 back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Breathitt County leads Perry Central 69-57, 3:20 remaining in the basketball game as we come out of the timeout. It'll be Breathitt County basketball. They'll inbound on the near baseline here. The foul before the timeout against Perry Central. To set that, it is 3 team fouls against the Commodores and 2 against Breathitt County here in the 4th. As Bellamy inbounds to Hamilton in the backcourt for Breathitt County. He'll give it to Bellamy left wing. Back to Hamilton out top. Working against back and gives it to Stallard right side.
Nice kiss off the glass.
Bobbled it initially and able to get it off the glass and good. 71-57 Breathitt County, 3 to play. As Woods left wing for the Commodores. Angles off to his right. At the free throw line, gives it to a cutting Castle. Good look, good pass.
Nice pick and roll. That's twice they've run that.
71-59. Breathitt County's lead is 12 as Sperry floats it up ahead to Hamilton. Hamilton gets trapped and it has to call a timeout. 2:44 to play. 30-second timeout on the floor. And we'll take it with them back in 30. This is WJSN Sports.
Coach Hunt.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. A lot has changed in 100 years.
71-59. Breathitt County leads by 12 over Perry Central with 2:44 to play. Breathitt County will get the basketball, or had the basketball. They called the timeout in the backcourt because of the trap, and inbounds pass goes to Hamilton across the timeline. Left of the circles, gives out top to Sperry. Sperry working against Neese. Now to Stallard. Straight way, he'll angle left, goes back to his right, to Hamilton now on the right wing.
Perry Central in a 2-3, sort of matching up, and they're going to trap out of it.
Ball went to Stallard right side, he'll drive. Ball fake twice, put it up, no.
Step through.
And Sumner with the rebound for Perry Central, up ahead to Castle. Get it to Sloan in the left corner. Back to Castle in the lane, turn around, off the glass,
It's
no.
back and Sperry right down
Rebound
on
to
the
Sperry
basket.
for Breathitt County. And he gets fouled going into the front court. Pick your player on that one. They give it to Woods
Yeah, that's
of
what I
Perry
thought.
Central, his first team 4th. So next foul will put Breathitt County at the free throw line the rest of the game from here on out.
And Breathitt's a pretty good free throw shooting team, so
Yes, they are.
nice
As
Euro still.
Bellamy gets it to Stallard, left corner. He'll pull the trigger. 3, no good. And the rebound goes to Castle, up ahead to Sloan, who wasn't really looking for it. He'll get to the free throw line, pulls up, jumper, no. Sperry with it for Breathitt County. He'll race the other way. In the lane, puts it up and in.
You can't really tell him you can't tell him to hold the ball. I mean, as Spurry gets it, he's about buckets on a break.
We've got a 30-second time, or full timeout on the floor. Let's take a 30-second break. Back in 30. This is WJSN Sports.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
.141 to play here at the John C. Combs Arena. Breathitt County leading Perry Central 73-59. Sperry, John, real quick, a couple of stats. Sperry with 23, Gross 18, Hamilton 16, Bellamy with 10 for Breathitt County. And we went final in Leslie County, Hazard 48, Leslie 35. Again, thank you, Brandon Griffith. He updates those scores for us on the graphic on the bottom of our screen. And I know sometimes people ask me how he does that remotely, but he does. It's a secret, and I'm not telling. 1:41 to play. Perry Central will have the basketball coming out of the timeout as Breathitt County going to drop back again. They've been in it all night to half-court man-to-man defense. As the Commodores with the basketball, that's Neese in the front court, gives it to Woods left side. He'll call for the screen from Castle. Put it behind his back, got to the left elbow, leaves it to Castle. Castle had to run it down out in front of, out by his coach. Gives to Woods, deep wing, left side. He'll angle in the left corner. Step back three, short. Rebound tipped over to Castle. He'll put it in.
Nice hustle by Kaiser.
73-61, Breathitt County as Hamilton with it now for the Bobcats. He's going to be fouled in the backcourt by Woods, his second, team fifth. So Hamilton will go to the other end of the floor to shoot 2 free throws with 1:05 to play.
The clock is as much as their opponent as Perry Central is right now. Breathitt's got to control that ball and not throw it away. And Perry's got to foul them, and now there's 2. They just walk up and shoot two free throws with the clock stop and just extend their lead.
Yeah.
Because they need to keep it around 13, 14, 15.
So Hamilton has 2. First free throw good. 74-61. And John, with the new rules, I've not looked at the stats, but on the games we're doing, I'll say this. Fewer free throws. The games aren't extended at the end of the game as much as they had been previously.
Right, you've got to try to stay away in the fourth quarter from fouling at all costs. So when you do have to foul and stop the clock, it's not going to count against you as far as the 5 fouls.
Hamilton knocks down both free throws, 75-61. Bobcats, here's Woods the other way. He'll angle off left of the lane, and we've got a foul in the lane. Is it against Breathitt County? It is. I think Hamilton called for his 4th, team 3rd.
Bumped him as he was cutting through on that pick and roll. And they're going to keep doing that pick and roll because it's worked. Because Breathitt switching, and that puts Gross out on the guard, and that puts a guard out on Castle.
Here's a 3 left side by Woods. Doesn't go. Bellamy got the rebound for Breathitt County. And he's going to push it into the front court. Gives it right in the circles to Hamilton. Hamilton to Bellamy left side. One dribble back to Hamilton out near the timeline, left of the circles. Right side Bellamy. Gets it to Stallard on the right wing. Breathitt County running clock as Stallard down the right corner. Angles out. Hands it off on the dribble handoff to Hamilton. And there's the foul by Perry Central. Was getting ready to say, with the old rules, you'd have seen a foul early in this possession to try to get it to a 1-1 and see if they missed the first free throw. But with the new rules, again, it's cut down on the number of free throws that teams are shooting at the end of the games.
Right. It brings up more trapping. Perry was trying to trap every chance that they could and hoping they could get a steal without stopping that clock.
Hamilton will roll in. Free throw number 1 has one more remaining. It's 76-61. Breathitt County, second free throw up and good.
They've added 4 points with the clock stopped.
77-61 Bobcats as Perry Central in the front court. Woods gives right side to back, and his 3 good.
You know now why they brought him in.
I was just getting ready to say, that's why he's in the ball game. And timeout on the floor with 18.2. Let's take a quick 30. We will be back in 30 seconds. This is WJSN Sports.
Owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community.
77-64, Breathitt County leads Perry Central with 18.2 to play here. And John, you look at Perry Central this week, they had 3 games coming in, 2 very big games. One a district game against Hazard on the road. The other one a region game at home against Breathitt. And it looks like Perry Central is going to go 0-2 in those games, with the lone win the week coming against Paintsville on the road. Now, on the road at Paintsville, a good win for Perry Central.
Yeah.
Don't want to take anything away from them on that one. That is a good win. But probably not the result they wanted in the other 2 games, though, coming into this week.
No, they'll end up 8-8, 500, and usually you don't see that out of Perry.
Here's Bellamy beating the press, leaves it to Gross underneath. He'll put it in as Breathitt County leads at 79-64. 5 seconds to play.
Don't foul.
Woods will pull up left baseline with the 2 at the buzzer. No. Rebound to the Bobcats. Final score, Breathitt County defeats Perry Central, 79-64. We're going to, as we go through some final stats, if you're watching our YouTube channel, we're going to throw those second half highlights as we go through it. Quarter by quarter scoring. Perry Central's 15 in each of the first, second, and third quarters, and they finished the fourth with 19. That's their 64. For Breathitt County, 17 in the first, 21 in the second, 23 in the third, 18 in the fourth, giving them their 79. Individual scoring, Perry Central was led tonight by Trayton Woods, who finished with 15 points. Carter Castle led him in scoring with 17. Then Trayton Woods with 15, and Kaiser Sloan with 14. Rest of the scoring this way for the Commodores. Backen had 3, Miller with 4, Neese 6, and Sumner with 5. For Breathitt County, led tonight by Austin Sperry with 23 points, but right behind him, Kanan Gross with 20, and Jackson Hamilton also with 20. For Breathitt County, Isaac Bellamy in double figures as well with 10. And the other scoring this way for the Bobcats, Aaron Stallard had 4, Joseph Honeycutt with 2.
So they had 4 in double digits.
Yep.
I mean, that usually equals a win. If you can get 4 kids
23, 20, 20, 10.
Right. So that's a lot of assists, playing unselfish,
Absolutely.
sort of like Kentucky does.
Absolutely.
And, they've had a different kid to lead them in scoring, and that's good. That was a big win.
So some team stats real quick. Perry Central, 4 3-point baskets in the first half. They go 6 of 9 from the charity stripe. At halftime, they were 4 of 6 at 67%. They finished 6 of 9 at 67%. So, and here's Breathitt County, 4 3-point field goals, but here's something you don't see a lot in high school. Breathitt County from the free throw line, 9 for 9 on the game.
Well, what Jackson was 4 of 4 out there at the very end.
Right then,
so
yeah.
With the clock stopped, he just kept adding to it, and that's the thing with getting over 5 fouls, and if the team's ahead again, they just rack up points with the clock stopped.
Yeah, you look at Breathitt County. So Sperry, he's averaging 25 whatever a game. He gets 23. The big games really came from Gross and Hamilton, 20 each.
You got.
And Gross, really, in the first half, it was Gross that kind of kept the Bobcats either in the lead or kept them tied, through that first, second quarter.
Run when he got, 8 in the third there.
Yep.
First of the third, that's when they pulled out
exactly.
a pretty good lead.
And then Hamilton had the big 3 right at the end of the first quarter. That got him going. He hit another 3 right early in the second quarter, and then he hit another one here in the second half, hit those free throws.
And you wouldn't have thought that he would have had 20 because he scored just here and there, and it seemed to come by. I mean, you could tell Kanan had, but I wouldn't have thought that Jackson had that many. But he just scored here and there, and that's good when you can score 20 and it's sort of unnoticed. You knew he hit a couple threes in the free throws at the end, which that was 10, but still, I was pretty neat that he got to 20.
So we're going to sign it off. Breathitt County again wins tonight 79-64 over Perry Central. For James Turner and Sanders Turner, thank you for doing that first game tonight up at Jackson City. We were able to do a doubleheader on 97.3. Got the one game on YouTube. Thank you, Brandon Griffith, running the graphic at the bottom of the screen for us tonight. Rick Hensley, thank you for running the camera. He does a really good job with that for us. Thank you, Kevin Davidson, for running the board for us back at the station. For my colleague to my right, John Couch, I'm Stephen Neese. God is good
all the time.
Take it away, Kevin Davidson.